How is everybody doing today? Nomad here. In today's video, we are going to be going over Lord of the Rings Return to Moria's Dwarf customizations options. They just recently released a video showcasing that, and I wanted to go over it here on the channel for you guys. If you guys enjoy the video, drop a like on it and subscribe for all things open world survival crafting and other genres that may be coming in the future. I appreciate every single one of you. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first and foremost, as you guys can see, the way the customization is going to go in this game, it's absolutely beautiful, to be honest. The way the dwarves look, their character models from the different customization options, I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job with the detail and the level of detail of their faces, you know, different skin tones, their different hairstyles with the tattoos, the jewelry, as well as the clothing. First off, we're going to go over the hairstyles. So the hairstyles, it's not going to be a male or female dwarf that you're going to be making. That is later on going to be able to be determined based off of changing the actual character models, bust, their weight, their height, different things like that. You're not going to be able to do male or female. And per the lore, we would assume that women dwarves have a little bit of chin on their hair. I mean, that's, you would assume, right? I mean, that's normal, I guess. The amount of options they have seem pretty diverse in your character, with different kinds of beards, different kinds of jewelry in these beards, as well as being able to change your character model's face to, you know, more of a rugged, worn out dwarf where he's seen a lot of combat, or he has been working the mines for a long time, or just generally being an iron worker and creating, you know, tools and weapons for the Dwarven Empire as well as his clan specifically. Then we're going to be able to change, you know, the color palette of the eyes, not individually. We can only change them together, which isn't that big of a deal. Different hairstyles as well as beards are going to be accompanied with different kinds of jewelry as well as face jewelry. This looks pretty exciting. It seems like they have a lot of options here, which, you know, super fantastic on this front, as well as being able to change the color of the hair, you know, common stuff that we usually see in these titles. They have some pretty awesome ones, like this, the curtain braids. These things are gnarly looking. I personally like the single plait. Single plait's pretty awesome, you know, ponytail, things like that. Then from there, this is where your dwarf really takes on more of a style. You can change their overall style of their tattoos. They're using the Dwarven language that they developed for this game to indicate the style of tattoo. Now, they do say this is also based in the lore where these tattoos are either battle earned or they are just part of the lore and part of being able to, you know, be accepted into your Dwarven clan, as well as just, you know, some general tattoos that they have. Again, we could change the color of that. We can give our dwarf different kinds of scars to indicate, you know, different kind of battles he's been in. Maybe he hasn't been in any. Maybe she hasn't been in any. Maybe they are a rugged person who just got completely blown away by a goblin pike. I don't know. To each their own, really, at this point. Then from there, you will be able to change the shoulders, chest, the bust, the belly, and the waist. This is going to be on a slider. This is how you will be able to make a female character. Changing the body type, the different sizes of the body type. That's how they're doing it in this game. Again, like I said, there's going to be no male or female dwarfs. It's going to be specifically based off of these sliders on the general shoulders, the chest, the bust, the belly, the waist, whatever it may be. If you want your dwarf to look like he's drinking a lot of beer in and out of combat, or during, you know, mid-shift, you know, in the mines where he's like taking a break, he's enjoyed his grog, give your guy a huge beer belly. Do whatever you want. It's up to you. Then last but not least, we will be able to change the personality, the voice, and the origin of our character. Now, this is really where it gets interesting, because the personality is going to be based off of how your character is going to interact with other things in the environment, interact with other dwarves, other players, as well as how your character is going to emote. This is your general personality of your dwarf and how you want him to be. Then you're going to be able to change the voice. Again, this voice is not only tethered to the Dwarven language, but it's also tethered to the English language. As you're going around these mines, as you're meeting different dwarves or playing with other friends and things like that, you will be able to hear your dwarf speak in the Dwarven language. But when it comes to like NPCs that are more story driven, or certain NPCs in the world, it's going to be English, just, you know, so we can understand what's going on, and it's, you know, easier to compute what they're saying. And then we're going to be able to do their origin and choose the dwarf's origin. Now, this is really where it comes down to like bigger customization. Again, remember, in this game, there's going to be gear. We're going to be able to change our gear up a lot, so the way your dwarf's going to look at the beginning isn't too important. Now, the origin might be important to you based off of, you know, what you like specifically in the Lord of the Rings world, but at the end of the day, we're going to change the origin. Not only does it change where your dwarf came from, but it's going to change their clothing to start with, their base clothing, you know. And then from there, again, like I said, once you progress through the game, you're going to get different gear, and you're not going to be able to fully see this outfit, so it will change. I just wanted to make a quick brief video going over this because they just announced it, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm super excited to see this and to be able to see the dwarfs and the models this up close. It seems like they've done a fantastic job. They're just beautiful. I think the models alone are beautiful. The way they have their animations, the way they're emoting, everything about it seems very well done, and I think, you know, they're going a little bit more above and beyond with this title, and I'm excited to see that because you guys know how it is with this genre. Early access, smaller dev teams, whatever it may be, you know, the graphics might not be the best, and that's totally fine, but in this title it seems like the graphics are going to be pretty polished. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Lord of the Rings? Are you excited for this title? Are you hoping that they stick to the lore? Are you hoping they branch out? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to the channel for all things Return to Moria when it makes its debut later this month. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and as always, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.